Your was done.
Samuel here.
Soul Brothers back up in it.
What's up?
Let's take a little quick comparison between the brand new Curry 6
Yes.
and the Curry 5. What are the differences? We were able to cop a couple pairs. They dropped a little sneak or a little limited run of this Curry 6 Bay Area. What do they call this colorway?
I don't remember. Christmas in the Bay or something like that?
Yeah,
something like that.
Does it snow in the Bay? I don't think so.
Nope.
They got snowflakes all over this and everything.
Probably gets cold as hell though.
Yeah.
Right? But anyways, so the Curry 5 was a good performer besides, I guess, kind of like the traction. That's why we didn't really play in it too much. But the Curry 6 seems like it's going to be a good performer. So let's get into the quick comparison. Versus video will be coming soon. Yeah, the actual pattern is really different. And how do you feel about that?
Well, I mean, it wasn't incredible in the 5, so.
But like, do you like to have like a really different pattern and like, I guess, look on the outsole in every shoe, or would you like to just have a boring herringbone?
I just go boring herringbone.
Really?
Yeah.
Like the thing is for me, like to make it iconic and stuff, you need to have like a storytelling traction. You know, kind of like the Jordan 11. You know, the bottom is like iconic. You know, the Jordan 1s and stuff like that. If it was just like a boring herringbone, and you didn't really put any touches to it, I think it'd be kind of boring.
Yeah.
But it all depends. It's all opinion from that standpoint. But in the Curry 5, you have like a circle/square, which we thought was going to be an insane traction pattern. So the first colorway that I had is right here, and it sucks ass. The traction is really bad on dust. It's so I can't even play in this. Yeah, so it was so bad in this, but then the white solid one is actually not bad, but it's still like not the best on dust. So there's that, but the Curry 6, we played in it yesterday, and it seems like really good.
Yeah, like real good.
Yeah, like really good.
Don't want to get my hopes up.
Yeah.
But it seems pretty damn good. Let's see how it is with dust in the long term.
It seemed
and breaking it in.
Yeah, it seemed okay, but like, yeah, it was pretty damn dirty. And it was really dusty yesterday, so it was holding up pretty well. The only thing I'm worried about, I only played in this once, and there's freaking fraying on it already.
Yeah, it's a soft rubber for sure.
Oh my god, you see that?
So outdoor use, this is not going to be your probably your go-to outdoor shoe.
Oh my god. Yeah, the Curry 5 was a tank. Like, the rubber is... Like, I played in these outdoors. It's really good, like, durability-wise. So, yeah, that does worry me with the Curry 6. The midsole is very exposed here in the outsole as well in the Curry 6, which is a very interesting design. So, there's that. Moving on to, I guess, the speed plate. The speed plate in the Curry 5 is just exposed here in the midfoot area. It's just a plastic piece. I think maybe, do you think it connects to the heel caliper?
I think so.
Maybe it does, right?
Yeah.
The Curry 6, it kind of does that as well. You have a speed plate is what they're calling it. I think speed plate Jordan uses, or maybe Adidas uses that name. But anyways, it connects here and it comes all the way into the lateral side and the heel to cage the cushion as well, the hover cushioning, which we'll get into right now. The hover cushioning in the Curry 6 is a disappointment as of right now, because we were expecting a lot more, especially since it's hover cushioning. It's a new cushion for basketball, basically. The only other shoe that has it is the Hover Havocs, which was also a disappointment.
Yeah, big disappointment.
Pretty damn stiff, no compression really. It does feel soft, like underneath your foot.
Yeah, but it feels like it could be any kind of EVA or just a charge. I mean, the Curry 2 was probably the best cushion out of any of the Currys. And ever since then, they started kind of moving away from that. I don't know if Steph was not into that, but
yeah, probably not.
We were into it, because it wasn't too much.
Yeah.
It was just a nice little compression in the heel. I mean, this isn't horrible. I mean, you definitely get some compression. Hopefully, it breaks in a little more. We'll see.
I think it's a lot better than the 5.
Yeah, it is.
Also, another thing I think is that they're using like a hover core, so maybe it's a little bit softer in I guess, kind of like the inside of the cushion, like underneath your foot. Because I feel a little bit of softness, like a good amount of softness, like pretty soft, but it's just there's no compression in the, I guess, kind of like the carrier of the midsole, so that kind of sucks. The Curry 5 is just EVA and very stiff. Yeah, it really doesn't feel that nice. It's really responsive though, but impact protection and all that isn't really good, so that is a huge upgrade there. In the heel, you do have the same type of like kind of curve up, so you have more a smooth heel to toe transition there, because it's not, it's not squared off, which kind of which would suck if it was.
Yeah.
But you have that. And also another thing from the design standpoint is that the Curry 5, you can see like 2 points here, you know, in the heel and in the forefoot. It comes up, cages you in. No lateral containment issues at all with the Curry 5. The Curry 6, it only does that in the heel. In the forefoot, it just slopes down. So like in the forefoot, the cushion doesn't really cage you in, which is very interesting. I don't know why they did that. I did notice a little bit of stretching in the forefoot here, a little bit of lateral containment issues. Nothing horrible, but that's just from a first impression standpoint, just playing it once. We'll have to see, and it will probably only get worse. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So because it's a knit, it does stretch out and stuff like that. So that is kind of a I don't know why they did that, but anyways, there's that. Moving on to the materials / upper, pretty different.
Very different. They have this big piece in the 5 that kind of wraps over like the Harden Volume 1.
Yeah, like a shroud.
And it's very thick, very strong, very sturdy.
Yeah.
Almost a little too much in my opinion.
Really?
Yeah.
I liked it.
Really?
Yeah, at first it's like a little stiff, but once you break it in, it gets pretty soft. I just like the extra support that you get from it.
Yeah.
And you know, there's no containment issues, support issues at all in the shoe, so that's why I liked it. And also another thing is that it's a really thin knit upper that's like kind of like stretching over your foot, because it's really stretchy throughout the entire knit, so it stretches over your foot. It like kind of feels like a really nice one-to-one fit, but then you have a lot of support here in the forefoot area where you need it, which I think was a really genius upper. You know, with the Curry 6, it's just a one booty upper knit, so it basically is the same as the 5, but it doesn't have that little shroud and foam thing.
Yeah, so you know, I think it's gonna be lighter. You are pretty sure it's gonna be lighter.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a little more minimal. I felt like the Curry 5 was a bit much.
In the toe,
You know, but this may not be enough. I don't know. You have to get into it.
Yeah.
It's a fine line you're walking.
Exactly.
With these uppers, but
they're both one booties.
Yeah.
The Curry 5 is pretty easy to put on. It is still a little bit harder than the Curry 6. The Curry 6 is super easy to put on. You just slide it on, half a second, boom, it's on, and then you just tighten your laces and you're good to go. I just love that. Alright, moving on to fit. Fit, I would say they pretty much fit the same for me. The 5, I had to go like this pair. I went true to size, and it wasn't horrible, but it was a little long. With knit materials, I like to have it really snug. And with the 5, I went down half a size with this pair, and it fit my foot perfectly. With the 6, I did the exact same thing. It is pretty damn tight and really snug, and like my foot's like right there at the edge. But it's a knit material, it's soft, so I don't really mind it. But if you don't like that, probably go true to size, but it does run a little bit long is what we're trying to say. But other than that, yeah, they're both pretty narrow, so watch out if you're a wide footer, and they both fit pretty similarly for me. But Donnie Boy...
Yeah, I'm swimming in this.
Yes, so it's really weird.
It's really weird. I wear a 14, which is a complete opposite spectrum of the size thing, and also I do have a really narrow foot, but it's not that narrow. I put an insole in here and I was still swimming. I went true to size, which I shouldn't have done. I should have went down half a size like I did in the 5s, but yeah, so bad fit for me. Yeah,
they changed up their last or something. Like all the Currys, the Curry 1 through 4, every single Curry, we went true to size and fit our foot really well. So I guess they changed up their molds or something, or maybe our feet shrunk. But yeah, that's the fit. Pretty damn similar. So there's that. Let's move on to the weight. I think the Curry 6 was like 10.79.
Very light. 11.64 for the...
basically like 1.1 ounces.
Yeah.
What feels heavier? Yeah, the Curry 5 feels a little bit heavier because you have that toe. It's all coming from this anafoam material, I think.
Yeah,
that probably adds an ounce. But they both feel really minimal. The thing is, the Curry 6 feels more minimal in the upper department, but the Curry 5 feels a lot more minimal in the cushion department, as far as like, it's pretty chunky in the heel for the Curry 6. The Curry 5 is really minimal. So it all depends on what you like to feel. Moving on to aesthetics, I don't know, man. I love the Curry 5.
I'm gonna go 6.
But yeah, I do like the 6 as well. We'll have to see on different colorways too on that. But overall design and aesthetic, I like the Curry 6 better. Tell us what you guys think down in the comment section below. That's just a quick little comparison of the Curry 5 and the Curry 6, just to help you guys out before the versus video comes out. But yeah, versus video will be coming soon, and performance review will be coming soon, so stay tuned for that. If you guys want to cop either of these, we'll try to leave links below. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys next one.
Later.